nagamit kong subjects or talents. Kaya yun, ang gulo, ang saya.
You heard it from the cool cager himself. Brought to you by Polo, bringing out the cooler side of life.
For Sunday Showdown, today's matchup is going to be an exciting one, with the Adamson Falcons facing the UP Fighting Maroons. A truly good game coming up. Let's meet our Nescafe starting five. Starting for the Adamson Falcons, at guard, number 14, standing 5'8", Marvin Boloyapoy. And the other guard, number 18, standing 6'2", Patrick Gambaho. Center, number 13, standing 6'4", Jeff Dahoneta. Forward, number 5, standing 6'2", Raynel Gatabay. And the other forward, number 10, standing 6'4", Chad Alonso. And their head coach, Luigi Drillo. Starting for the UP Fighting Maroons. At guard, number 5, standing 5'10", Jose Ferrer. And the other guard, number 4 at 6 feet, Toti Almeda. Center, number 18, standing 6'4", Abby Santos. Forward, number 13, standing 6'3", Jason Cervantes. And the other forward, number 15, standing 6'3", Nestor David. And their head coach, Lito Vergara. Our referees for this ball game, John Estrada, Brian Tabanyag, Lito Tolentino, and
Well, the game is about to start, and on your screens are Nescafe starting five. A truly good game coming up. A pair of good games coming up today in our Sunday Showdown. And again, we are glad to have you with us live over Studio 23. It is a game between UP and Adamson University as our first game of our Sunday Showdown, and an interesting starting five. A different looking starting five for Adamson University.
For the very first time, it's a different look for the first five of Adamson. He is starting with Boloyapoy, Catabay, Alonso, Cabahog, and Tahonera. The usual suspects like Mark Abadia and Kenneth Bono are not there. Sama mo na dyan yung Leo Canuday, who has been starting a lot of the games for Adamson lately. Well, I got to speak to Coach Luigi before the game, and specifically though, he said he wanted to do this to Mark and Ken para medyo mapaisip-isip na sila na yun yung strategy ng ibang coaches na konting gigil ba? I want you to get a first for the game before I put you in there. So he's going to give a lot more time here to start off for Tahonera and Catabay.
Tahonera, the guys who are usually on the bench or come off the bench who will start, iba rin naman ang kanilang attitude coming into this game. You know, you're given the break of starting a ball game. You want to make the most out of it.
Yes, they've got something to prove also. You know, it's one chance for them to tell the coach, hey coach, maybe I deserve a little bit more playing time. Maybe I deserve a little bit more confidence from you. So here's a chance for Tahonera and Catabay to really prove some of their worth and to see what they can contribute to Adamson. Now looking at UP side, it's a pretty big lineup with Abby Santos, Nestor David, and Cervantes in their front court together with Gino Ferreira and Toti Almeda in the backcourt.
Sean Alonso has taken 2 attempts at the basket, both misfiring, so still no score in the opening 40 seconds of the game between UP and Adamson. UP. Abby Santos doesn't take the 3, wisely so, and then throws up a bad-looking shot.
Mas mahirap pa ata yung pinili ng tira kasi sa 3-pointer that he almost took.
Cabahog has Almeda as a defender. Tahonera from around 15, and a foul, and a basket to boot, and that is Jeff Tahonera's shot. He does have that shot.
Jeff Tahonera is actually a natural small forward. It's just that he's 6'4", 6'5", so he's forced to play the 4 or the 5 slot once in a while. But last year, in their preseason campaign before the UAAP season started, Jeff Tahonera, believe it or not, was their leading scorer in their preseason tournament. Wow. He can't score. He can't put that ball through the hoop from the perimeter. That's how good a shot this guy has. It's a matter of confidence.
That's right.
His confidence level has gone up and down. It's been a roller coaster ride in the game of Tahonera.
And usually confidence comes with a little more playing time.
Yes.
And believe it or not, also, TJ, that was the first free throw taken by Jeff Tahonera. So 67, and he missed it too. So it's 2-0, 8:45 to go in the first quarter. Another three-point shot put up. Josan Cervantes getting it to go from beyond the arc.
He's celebrating right away like it's the winning shot of the ball game.
And that's college basketball
That's
for
the way
you.
it goes.
You know, it's intense action from the get-go. Let's go to Bo Canlas for Adamson Falcons right now. What do you have, Bo?
Hey guys, how you doing? Coming off a tight game against FAU, Adamson today wants to just go out, play hard, and continue to focus on the positives. They want to prove to themselves and the rest of the UAAP that they're still worthy, serious contenders. In order to do this, the older players have to step up and show leadership, and the guys off the bench have to step it up a notch. Boom, TJ, back to you guys.
We're doing fine, by the way. Thank you, Bo.
Thank you, Bo.
Going back to Bo's report, that's an excellent point because prior to season 67, when you talk about perceptions, the perception of Adamson, it was a serious contender. All of a sudden, medyo nagwiwing ng konti yung perception yun, DJ.
In fact, the terms that everybody was using before is that they are a lock for the Final Four. They're not a lock anymore. They're struggling to get back into that top form. And Bo was right. That's a good point that Luigi also said that they have to step up. The bench has to step up for Adamson. They have the worst scoring bench, 17.2 points per ball game lang ang ina-average ng bench ng Adamson. Maybe that's another reason why he wants Abadia and Bono to come off the bench so that in terms of the rotation, medyo balansado naman. Pag nandiyan na yung second unit nila, they still have the firepower on the floor.
Speaking of the bench of the UP Fighting Maroons, I saw Kenneth Robin in uniform today. And there were some speculations prior to the game, prior to the start of the second round, that when UP goes up against Adamson, they will field in etong si Kenneth Robin specifically for Kenneth Carl Bono.
Well, if there's any big man in the league today who can probably match up with size and heft and width with Bono, it's Ken Robin.
That's right. Who has played here in season 67 with injuries to his knees. Toti Almeda pulls up from 13. Wild shot at Tahonera. That's his first recovery of the game. Poloyapoy sends it to Cabal. There's a foul. And I think Nestor David who hit his face.
And that's already the fourth team foul of UP right away. Cervantes already has 3 fouls in this game. He has fouled 2 jump shots. So if you're coach Lito Vergara, you're not going to be happy with the way they're playing perimeter defense. Yes, it's a good thing that they're all up in their faces and challenging those shots. But when it comes to slapping them in the arm, you're not supposed to do that to the jump shooters. Oh, sorry, that was 3 points.
3 points.
Natutuling ako dun sa fouls.
But David has 2 personal fouls already, which has always been the problem of Nestor David.
Yes.
Hindi siya tuloy na-contribute on the floor in a prolonged manner because of the fact that he's always on the bench with foul trouble. Alonso points at the bench and has 1 out of 3 here in the first quarter.
Well, scrappy points for Adamson. It's not looking good so far in their offensive rotation, but they're still getting the ball through the hoop through sheer determination of penetrating inside.
I like the attitude of the bench of Adamson so far here from the very start of the ball game. They seem to be very into this game. The triple team on Santos forces him to take another bad-looking shot, and the ball turned over to the white shirts. Cabral is the guy who replaced Nestor David.
Well, the second best defensive, the best defensive team in the league so far is showing why they are a very good defensive team. When it comes down to the half-court defense, arguably Adamson really is the best. In fact, they're the #1 defensive team already, considering they give up the most fast break points at 13 fast break points a ball game.
So it tells you that if they play a half-court setup game, their chances are better, especially defensively.
Absolutely.
Coach Lito Vergara wants his team to run here in this game. I think that would be part of the ploy. Look at the physical action of the stagger screen here in the backcourt as Adamson gets into their attack zone easily. Under 7 minutes remaining, the lead is through for Adamson. And a foul on Abi Santos, and a second personal foul on Santos, 2 on David, 2 on Santos, and that will force the hand of Coach Lito Vergara to put in Tutsi Buico. In the meantime, ito namang UP is already over the limit.
15 foul already para sa Fighting Maroons with 6:47 to go in the first quarter. And ang masakit dyan, yung nafa-foul trouble sa kay Coach Lito Vergara, key players.
Starters.
Yes.
Major contributors Look at the stat on Ira Buico, but still all throughout season 67 used that mask. As Chad Alonso's second round free throw shooting woes continue, TJ. And it all started with you, according to you.
Yeah, well, there was that time that he was still perfect 19 out of 19 ba yun?
16 out of
16
16.
out of 16. And you had to mention it.
But, you know, I only do my job because they handed me the...
You're supposed to read it. Yeah, you know, it's okay.
Stop blaming me, man.
I'm not blaming you.
Hey, you ain't gonna...
I keep saying that it's
I'm
such a
kidding.
coincidence. You're Mr. Coincidence, aside from Mr. Overtime.
Marvin Cruz shoots and misses. His first attempt replaces Gino Ferrer, who started as a point guard for UP. Cervantes throws up a three. Nothing there. The rebound going to Catabay. Rain Catabay, part of the starting unit of Coach Luigi Trillo today. And the big dome. 14 on the shot clock of the White Shirts. You know what I've also noticed, DJ, as we see Richard Alonso powering his way through for the 2-point, is that I haven't seen much of the triangle offense that Adamson has used in the last couple of years here in the second round.
That's a good point. You know, I talked to Coach Luigi about that also just before this ball game. And sabi niya, nahihirapan siya with a lot of teams playing zone on
Yes,
us because
yes.
a lot of teams have noticed that they are now absolutely horrible from the perimeter. Dahil dun, zinozone na sila ng maraming kupunan. And because of that, when it hits them the zone, although the triangle offense was actually created to battle the zone defense, he's been having a hard time in terms of executing against the zone. So what he's been doing is been adjusting his offense and trying to find out other ways to score, which is a good thing for him. It's a sign of a good coach who is willing to adjust.
Hindi pinagpipilitan.
Yes.
Although, of course, there are disadvantages of adjusting. Dahil syempre pati yan nangyayari. The players are adjusting to the new system while the league is going on. We'll clarify what Coach Luigi Trillo is complaining about after we take this short break. Stay with us, please.
For the game, that all his boys should give their 40 minutes of dedication. On the lighter side, last Tuesday it was Coach Lito Vergara's birthday dinner with the team, and a special guest graced the event. Former Fighting Maroon John Tabique, who wasn't able to play this season due to his lymph node cancer treatment, is down from stage 3 to stage 1. John said that less than a month he will already be able to play competitive basketball, and that really shows how tough a Fighting Maroon is made of. The team said that he serves as a moving inspiration for them, and this season is dedicated to him. Boom and TJ?
Thank you very much, Gretchen. And I heard you were stuffed in that dinner that Coach Lito Vergara had.
Hey,
Belated
Coach
happy
Lito
birthday.
knows how to eat. You know,
I heard, as you look at, of course, our commissioner, Ato Badolato, and John Tabique, right
Yes.
beside him.
Alam mo itong si Coach Lito Vergara, nakasama ko na to sa Lasal Green Hills. We were coaching there. Boy, give him 5 minutes, nag-order ng double rice.
Oh, I heard.
Mawawala.
I heard this reputation.
He's a big eater and a fast eater.
So nadamay si Gretchen.
Nadamay si Gretchen. Nadamay. Anyways,
Nagmamalinis ka pa, Gretchen. I'm sure you're a big eater too. All right. Now let's focus on what happened earlier. There was a technical foul called, aside from a personal foul, that was called on Rain Catabay. As you look at Coach Luigi Trillo. So, ibig sabihin nito, yung dalawang agad ang personal foul siya sa Catabay because a technical foul is considered as a personal foul.
and he was given 3. They're given 3 free throws.
Okay, so Cervantes made the 2 free throws or shot the 2 free throws
For the
off the foul. And Marvin Cruz will take the tee.
And what's worse is they get ball possession.
Would be unable to take full advantage of the situation though by missing that one. So the lead is 3 for Adamson with under 6 minutes to play. Rain Catabay is not used as a starter offense, so it would be wise for him to keep his focus while he's there. Remember, this guy was suspended already after the Adamson-LaSalle game. Back to the ball game. Almeda been unable to find his points yet before that floater off the glass.
What a move. That's a very tough shot to hit. Running down the middle of the lane and going off the glass.
That's
But
a classic Toti Almeda
Yes,
move, huh?
and it's hard to do, and he has been able to do that consistently.
Exactly. Olayapoy giving off the pass, but Cervantes was there to take the pass away. UP looking to lead with this possession. Pass gone awry as Cervantes is moving to his right already. So the lead is still with Adamson at 8-7. Referees Estrada, Tabanyag, and Tolentino joining us here at the Big Dome for our Sunday showdown. We're glad to have you with us live over Studio 23. 5-minute mark of the first quarter. And it is an 8-7 count. And Pulayapoy's shot will not count, according to the referees. Foul prior to the shot taken, and the foul called Maroons.
But the bad news again for Coach Lito Vergara, it's another foul against UP. Now there's 6th team foul, and we still have 5:03 to go here in the first quarter. So Pulayapoy will go to the foul line, even though he was not given continuation. Dahil nga kanina pa sila nasa penalty at the 6:40 mark. And aside from the penalty problem, ang masakit kay Coach Lito is his key men that are giving up the fouls.
And David, Santos, and Cruz. There, Santos on your screens right now, playing with 2 personal fouls. Meantime, that's Patrick Cabajo, who started the ball game for Coach Luigi Trillo. 5:03 remaining. UP is looking for a 4-game winning roll here in the second round, or here in season 67. Well, Adamson lost to FEU in last Thursday's matchup at the Cuneta Astrodome by 3 points only. Almeda steps into traffic, loses the leather, and Tajonera takes the recovery. Pulayapoy forward to Cabajo. Cabajo with a teardrop shot, eluding 2 UP players who didn't know what he was going to do in that instance.
Well, Marvin Cruz just turned his back on him after thinking about putting on a double team against him with Giongco, pero inalimutan niya, so he had an open shot.
Almeda gets it to go, and a long 2 for Toti Almeda to cut the lead down to 2, 11-9 with 4:18 remaining.
Well, if you're UP, you're gonna like what's been going on so far. Amidst your problems with the fouls, you're only down by 2 points.
And a hard drive by Rain Katabay, and a foul called on Toti Almeda. Also the second personal foul on Toti. So the fouls are piling up for Coach Lito Vergara. And again, on key men. Yes, CJ.
At ang masakit pa dun, Boom, wala pa dito yung Ken Bono at Mark Abadia ni Coach Luigi. Papasok pa lang sila when their starters are gonna have to be sitting on the bench due to foul trouble.
And again, the intention of giving players like Katabay and Tajonera confidence seems to be working, because Tajonera has done very well defending and rebounding. He even made 2 points earlier. And now Katabay, despite the technical foul, as you see Mark Abadia's info on your screens, has a chance to make a 3-point play opportunity to get the lead up to 14-9. Bono and Abadia now in the ballgame. More problems for UP as Katabay completes the opportunity.
So now the problem is compounding for Coach Lito Vergara. He's got Giongco and Quebral in the game as his big man.
Well, Cruz ends up wildly on that sequence. Although you do understand the fact that UP wants to run in this game. Katabay in the meantime commits an infraction.
So we'll see how Ken Bono will be able to take advantage of the lack of size of the big men on UP on the court right now. Malamang babantay sa kanya si Giongco lang or si Quebral. Walang Abi Santos, walang Cervantes, walang David, wala pang Kenneth Robin para sa UP.
Hindi pa napipilitan si Coach Lito Vergara na ipasok Kenneth Robin, who, by the way, averaged a double-double season 66 before he got injured. As you look at Patrick Giongco coming into the ballgame for the first time, replacing Rain Katabay. Quebral, Huefres, up against Patrick Giongco. 3:40 to play and a 10-second shot clock to work with. Jire Ibanez is now in the ballgame, puts up a looper and gets it to go.
Well, sabi ni Ibanez, nothing going for me. I can't find a pass. I might as well force up this jumper from the baseline. UP still hanging in there. They're only down by 3 points, 14-11, even though they've already given up 17 fouls.
Okay, the whole season 67, I think I've been mispronouncing Ibanez's first name.
Really?
Jaira. Jaira. Dayan. Who is a UP authority.
So she should go.
She should go. Right. My apologies again to the family. Jaira Ibanez.
We've done that a lot. Apologizing to the family.
Yes.
Kalmahin po.
We don't mean to murder anybody's name. 3 minutes to play and a 3-point lead for Adamson. You know, UP is very lucky, DJ, at this point, that they're behind by 3. Cabral gets the offensive recovery and draws the foul from Jeff Tahonera. What is keeping them in this game?
Well, their pure hustle is still there, no? And they're getting some hustle points. They're getting a couple of points in transition. They're getting their points off scrappy plays offensively. And even though they do have some foul trouble, they're still hanging in there. And we'll see what Coach Lito and the rest of his Maroons have in store for Adamson.
Which is what we're going to ask you to do. Please stay with us and have more action here on Studio 23. Abby Santos is one of the players featured in our Milo Wafer matchup for Anytime, Anywhere Energy. Grab a bar now, and those are the numbers for both players on your screens. Now, for the nth time before we go on, I apologize again because I was just corrected again.
Okay.
It's Jaire. Jaire Ibanez.
Jaire.
Okay.
Sure then.
Sure that out. Ira Buigo against Jojo Hate, and a shoulder was dropped. Jojo Hate, which is not who is one of those easiest players to bring down.
I don't know. Alam mo, interesting na itong ginagawa ni Luigi Bumba na hindi niya pinagsasabay si Bono at saka si Alonso. Malamang ko, as you see a nice 50 play.
Kaya lang itong pinakita, itong ating offensive foul ni Ira Buigo. Smart play by Jojo Hate.
Bounding it off the behind of the UP player.
Wala siyang mahanap eh. Doing a Scottie Pippen.
Another foul given up here this time by Buico.
Second personal.
So Buico's got 2. Abby Santos has 2. Cervantes has 2. I wouldn't be surprised if Ken Robin will now come off the bench, and he does. Pinatayo na ni Coach Tito Vergara.
Used to be known in last year's season as the boy wonder for his numbers. Consistent double-double performer for coach or for UP. Kenneth Robin now will try to hold the fort. Pumayat si Ken
Konti.
Robin. He lost a little weight.
Dalawang Kenneth. Biggest Kenneths in the UAAP. But anyway, going back to what I was saying kanina, hindi pa pinagsasabay ni Luigi si Alonso at si Bono. Ang kagandahan yan, salitan yan the whole time. At least you have one powerful force in the inside at one point in the game. And then in the end game, or the last 6-7 minutes of the game, saka mo na ipagsabay yung dalawa for a strong finishing kick.
Bono makes both free throws for 2 points. He is shooting 59% of that area. Right in, giving it up to Marvin. 2:10 remaining in this first quarter. Mabagal yung ating first quarter, no, DJ, because of the fouls given up by most of the UP students. And obviously, in timing, Ken Robin still not there. And I think he's still limping. Konting inda ba, no? Poloyapoy stops on a dime and commits an offensive foul, and he knows it.
You know, a lot of people have criticized Poliapoy's performances in the end games of Adamson. Although, according to Luigi, he's still happy with the way he has performed because all throughout the ball game naman, he has controlled the game considerably better than when Canuda is playing the point. So it's his overall image ni Luigi sa kanya na maganda yung control niya ng tempo ng pace ng game. Happy siya.
Speaking of Canuda, he announces his entry by bringing up an offensive play for UP. He will play point for the white shirts. Canuda goes down right away to Bono. Bono seizing the opportunity that Ken Robin doesn't still have that timing, that basketball timing. Aside from the fact that basketball conditioning niya, wala pa rin yan.
It makes it doubly hard.
He's not boy wonder yet.
Not yet. He's wondering. He's doing a lot of wondering.
Nice fake. Draws the foul from Ken Bono. And maybe that might be a smart ploy, and Coach Lito Vergara is looking like a genius with that one.
Bonus yun para kay Coach Lito na makapag-opensa pa tong si Kenneth
With
Robin and get some fouls, hopefully off of Bono or maybe Alonso.
So far, a 7-point lead, the biggest lead for Adamson right now, 18-11. Ken Robin trying to change that. This is the first free throw. 1:12 remaining. UP trying to stay in the hunt for that Final Four as you look at Marvin Poloyapoy getting his rest in lieu of Noy Canuday, who will play point guard now for Adamson. Robin releases and makes the second. And he tries to catch up Patrick Giongco, but that will be in vain. And that is not Robin's fault.
Siya
Definitely
pa nga yung dapat huling bumaba kasi siya yung tumira ng free throw. Although, the problem there was UP was all set to put a full court press. That's why their guards were not there down.
Oh, what a move from Marvin Cruz. Dipsy do and an offensive foul called on the rookie from Adamson, Noy Canuday. Marvin Cruz doing it on both ends.
Well, now this time around, Adamson forgot to give help to Canuday without giving him a screen to try and receive that inbounds pass.
Let's look at this Milo Amazing Fast Break brought to you by Milo. Off the free throw, Patrick Giongco with a walk in the park. But Marvin Cruz answering on the other end with a dipsy-do shot and then taking the charge from Noy Canuday. Cruz will rest. Buenaventura, Cruz Cabral against Ate. Empress throws up the three, that's short. Bono with the pitch again to Giongco. And who's the first guy there again? The guy who's limping.
But Giongco steps on the baseline.
Pero grabe yung pasa ni Bono. Ending quarterback. Empress with another three-point attempt. Misses this time from the other end. Adamson with a 6-point lead.
Let's take the last shot here for the Falcons.
15 on our game clock. Almeda kicks it out to Canuday for the two. Off the back iron. The tap by Ibanez. So the ball will remain with Adamson with 7.2 to make a go of it.
Jojo Hate has been giving the Maroons a run for their money here.
Miserable
inside.
time, yeah.
He's battling them in the post for those rebounds, both sides.
Yan talaga role niya dyan. He will do the dirty one. Almeda with 6, asking for a clear out. Kicks it up to Robin. Robin for 3, short. And that will do it for this very long first quarter. Adamson University looking to bounce back from that defeat from FPU last Thursday is in the lead by 6, 20-14. The game between Adamson and UP is part of your Sunday showdown here on Studio 23. As we also look at Mr. June Bernardino joining us here at the Big Dome. And Mr. Daniel Jose, the UAAP president, right behind that number 6 player from UP.
And number 9.
Ito, nasa harap pala natin.
Nasa likod na natin.
Jaire Ibanez. Second quarter is seconds away as you look at the turnovers from both teams. Even Steven, that department.
5 is to 5, but the problem is Adamson has been the one who has been able to take advantage of this. They have had 6 turnover points as compared to only 2 turnover points for the Fighting Maroons.
Maroons are in this game though, only behind by 6. Second quarter action is underway. Robin will travel. Traveled in that sequence. Bono actually bit the fake.
I don't know why. Robin was faking a 3 from PBA range.
Naalala ko, Robin used to have that Bono body mga last year.
Yeah.
No? Ganyan yung...
And actually, si Bono pumayat na yan from last year.
Yeah.
He's lost a few pounds.
Another push by Canuday, but this time it's not called by the referee as Marvin Cruz is back in the ballgame together with Josan Cervantes. Almeda against Ibanez. Oh, nice hesitation move, but could not finish the shot, but gets a consolation prize and draws the foul from Jaire Ibanez.
Ang ganda nun, yung hesitation move. May kasamang tingin kay Giongco eh. Akala tuloy ng defenders niya, he was gonna give a handoff to Giongco.
Ganda ng angulo na to.
Nope. Nope. They're all the way.
Mark Almeda has not scored in this game and will try to get his